This week, our full throttle car is a favorite of car enthusiasts everywhere. Jeff Cunningham introduces us to the owner who's been a part of the car enthusiast culture in this area for decades.
It might be a cool day in the heartland, but today's ride is definitely a hot rod. Danny Essner has had this 55 Chevy Bel Air for 40 years and says he'll drive it into the sunset.
I tell everybody, if you want to buy my 55 Chevy, it will have a for sale sign on it the day after my funeral.
Danny bought this car in 1983. It was his dream to have this very car in this very paint combo.
And so I was able to sell my daily driver, which was a Corvette at the time, and I'd always wanted a 55 Chevy two-door hardtop, a red and beige one. So I took the money from my Corvette and I ended up buying this car in 1983.
It's had a frame-off restoration, but like most car guys, it's a project that's always ongoing right up until today.
Well, every year I make some improvements, depending on how much money my wife lets me spend. But over the years, I've added a new interior, air conditioning.
The list goes on and on: overdrive transmission and a kick-in stereo. But why the love affair with the 55?
I just think that's the coolest design that General Motors ever had, particularly back in the 50s. You know, for a while 57s were more popular, but today 55s are more popular than 57s. They have a cleaner design. You know, they got the egg crate grill up front. They don't have as much clutter on them as the 56s and the 57s do.
What are we looking at?
It's a 406.
And pushing 450 horsepower, this Chevy will push you back in your seat. Danny's been part of the car enthusiast culture in Cape for decades, a founding member of the River City Riders Car Club.
So in 1977, the River City Riders were created. We are a not-for-profit corporation. And in 1977, we had our first car show on the Town Plaza parking lot.
This car is a showstopper wherever it goes, whether it be here in the heartland or as far away as the Gulf Coast, traveling with the other love of his life.
I always tell everybody I've owned my 55 longer than I've had my wife. I acquired my wife in 1984. I acquired my 55 Chevy in 1983.
And you still have both?
I still have both, fortunately.
Not a bad way to spend an afternoon. A beautiful sunny day in a beautiful American classic.
And as always, if you have an idea for a cool car story, email Jeff at jeff.cunningham@KFVS12.